cover of the self-titled Slipknot album. It's the set of coveralls that I wore May 27th, 1999 for the first show of Ozfest 99 in West Palm Beach. This mask is actually the second mask that I wore. The original mask melted. Like, seriously melted. Like, there was no trying to keep it together. It turned into goo in my house. That's a true story, man. I was like, God, what is so bad that is coming out of my skin that it's eating through rubber? You know, like, I seriously was reinforcing it with duct tape, and it was just like, okay, fine. So I went out and I found a scarecrow mask. I cut it up, I sewed it together, I stuck the dreads back in it, and then that was the mask that I wore from the Cold Chamber tour of '99 all the way up until the end of 2000, leading into the Iowa tour. The coveralls here, as you can see from the rust, God, it's so, you don't even want to know. You don't want to know where the rust comes from. It's kind of a mystery to me, man. I'm like, what the hell? These coveralls I actually wore in the Disaster Pieces live DVD. This is the original mask that I wore pretty much the entire time, with the exception of the dreads. The dreads kind of, they molded. It was, I swear to God, man, I'm like this crazy rock and roll petri dish. It's growing. Yeah, I don't even want to get into it. But I wore this, there were 3 sets that we had made for the Iowa run, and this was the set that I wore in Disaster Pieces. This is the original mask from Volume 3. There were only 2 masks I had made. This was the main one that I wore, and you can see the sewing, the staples. That's probably where all the rest comes from. Is the metal that I put on my face, and then this is the rig that I wore, with the exception of a jacket that I would wear when we were playing outdoor gigs, like in the winter and whatnot. This is what I wore pretty much all of Volume 3. That's the shirt that I wore in the Vermilion video, and yeah, I mean, this was pretty much it for all of Volume 3. This is the puppet that was featured in the second version of the Wait and Bleed video that we honestly did not okay, and Roadrunner just went ahead and threw it out there for us. Yeah, Mark Abramson, you prick. You don't do video. He's just radio guy, so don't pelt him with rotten fruit. But you know what? And the funny thing is, I didn't even see that video until about 2 years after it was already out. And I'm like, well, it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. But the cool thing is that the director gave us all of the puppets that were in it. So this thing actually sat in my closet for about 5 years until I moved out. And it scared the hell out of me. I was like digging in my closet going, Jesus, what the hell? It's like a little mini-me. And I've just kind of had it with me since, you know. And I thought it would be a cool little piece to include in this. And then this is, of course, the tail end of the All Hope Is Gone run. This is what I had made. This was a jacket that I found in Japan. And I had the patches put on, and the mask I actually sat down and designed with a guy from France, and it just came out super creepy. I wanted to scare kids, and I ended up scaring more adults than anything else. Like my son was like, "This is awesome," and I'm like, "No, you should not want to be." No, he's like, "Dad, can I put this on?" And I'm like, "Oh, for Christ's sakes!" But then my friends would come over and be like, the hell is that? That photo was actually taken at our last show here at Trinity of Terrors on Halloween. That's the mask. That's the jacket. Well, it's yeah, I think. I have no, it's not. It was that's the other one. But for the most, I wore that like all over the world, basically. And this plaque was actually something that our management, Corey Brennan, our good. Yes. Oh no! Please make noise. Make a lot of noise for him. Our management had this put together. It is basically the evolution of Slipknot. It shows the Heat Seekers chart, where the first album debuted at #1 and kind of freaked the whole music world out. Iowa, where we debuted at what, #2? It was #3. Volume 3, where we debuted at #2. We were beat by Avril Lavigne. Oh no, Ty, I was pissed. But then, Vindication, we beat the game and debuted at #1. So, this is really, it's not really even about us, it's about you. So, that plaque is the reflection of you guys sticking by us for, 11 years. So, thank you. I want to dedicate this to the fans, to my brothers in Slipknot. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.